am Sister Marla Clerks. I remember receiving a phone call Memorial Day weekend in 2009, and it was the head of the personnel board. And the first thing he said was, "Congratulations." So my response was, "Well, what did I do?" And he said, "It's the unanimous decision of the personnel board, the diocesan personnel board, that you become the pastoral leader or parish director down in Gillett, Suring, and Shute Pond." And I remember my surprise because I hadn't been in on any of that conversation. And so I said, "I thought I had a choice." And his response was, "Well, why wouldn't you go there?" And I didn't have an answer for that. So one of the things I did was call Bishop Banks. He was kind of my go-to person for getting advice and telling him about things that were going on in my life. And so I went down to talk to him, and he said, "Just remember, when you move somewhere, move there. Let the people know that this part of your life is for them, and then live your life for them for this part of your life's journey. You can still be friends with people from past places, but remember that you're dedicating your life to them." And I tried to take that very seriously. And that came to mind as I looked at the readings for this weekend of the gospel that calls us to be light and salt, and of the reading from Isaiah that reminds us of those important ways that we reach out to our brothers and sisters in need by clothing those who are naked, by giving food to those who are hungry, by sheltering those who are homeless, by not turning our back on anyone. And I say that because hopefully each one of us looks around where we happen to be and sees those people who have that need. You know, here in Green Bay, we have so many who are in need of our attention. We have those people who are hungry, who are homeless, who perhaps do not have adequate clothing. We have our migrant brothers and sisters who are living in fear right now. And so the call for us is to make sure that we recognize that our lives are lived for them. Our lives are lived for this moment in time, and that we are to do everything we can to let them know that we care about them, to let them know that we are here for them. And I think that's what it means to be that light and salt, to be that light of Christ that not only illuminates for them so that they know that they have a friend in us, that they have an advocate in us, that we will help dispel some darkness from their lives in whatever way we can, but also to be that light that maybe attracts others to join with us in making life better for all of those brothers and sisters that we have around us. And to be that salt, to continue to keep that flavor of the gospel message, keep that flavor of the call for justice and peace. It's said too that salt was also put on fires at the end of the evening, and it would help them stay warm so that in the morning it was easier to reignite that fire. And that's a good reason for us to be that salt as well. I think we need to reignite the fire for justice. We need to reignite that fire for mercy and for compassion and for a greater view or vision to see our brothers and sisters. I'm impressed by the people in Minneapolis and the ways that they have come together as a community to protect those who are targeted, to protect those who live in fear. You know, they've developed underground schooling. They make sure that their neighborhoods have a very strong neighborhood watch program. And that's what it means to be that light, to be that salt. So I invite each one of us to look around, not only at our close family and friends, but perhaps in our neighborhood at the people that we know well. Maybe we have some neighbors that we don't know all that well, but to look beyond that, to recognize and to identify those people who are living in need, who are living in want, who are living in fear, and to do everything we can to bring that light to them, to be that salt that is committed to the gospel message of inclusion, the gospel message of human dignity,